are going to make a difference in this next election cycle in November. There's going to be I'm predicting there's going to be some substantial changes in Congress. And that is going to make the difference. That is going to be something that they're going to be more afraid of than the NRA, and that's young voters. I tell you, that's going to be a big, big difference. And so we're here today to amplify your voice. I'm here today to hear your concerns, and I hope that there are some of my other colleagues will show up. This is a public event. I was ashamed and I was very disappointed when we had the meeting, the student-led meeting about 2 weeks ago, and they had the different meetings across the city, and there weren't many of and this shouldn't be a partisan issue. When it comes to listening to our youth, when it comes to a dialogue about civic engagement, when it comes to a dialogue about gun reforms and the things that are on your mind, there shouldn't be a partisan issue at all. It's not a partisan issue. Whether I agree with you or not, I should be there to listen to you. I owe you that much respect as your representatives. And I hear people from Travis, from Ridgepoint, from Elkins, from Hightower, people from all over the Fort Bend ISD. You cross district lines. And so my other colleagues should be here as well. And so I'm going to challenge them, whether they agree with gun reform or not, they need to be here listening. Because part of learning, part of being educated, as you know, is that you listen to a wide array of subjects. Some of you don't agree with, but you learn, especially when you have a debate and a dialogue. You learn from other students, from different cultures. And that's the great thing about Fort Bend ISD. We have a very good diversity, and that diversity is reflected with the students today. So you learn from that exchange of ideas. I may hear something from you that I've never heard before. And that's what I challenge my colleagues to do, to listen to the youth. There's a lot that they can learn. And so I just want to say I commend you. I'm very proud of what you're doing. And I think that at a minimum, there's some, common sense gun reforms that we can get done. If you look at the polling, most people agree that semi-automatics weapons shouldn't be in the hands of regular, Joe Blow citizen. I believe that also we need to raise the age from 18 to 21. Y'all are young. Do y'all agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. You can't drink liquor until you're 21. How come you can go and get a gun, a weapon of mass destruction, and do some serious damage? I don't believe that you're really mature enough at that point without extensive training to handle that. Mental illness, Zach, you're right. It should be a combination of mental illness. We need background. We need to change the gun show loopholes. Okay, that needs to happen. There's a whole lot of things that we could do to eliminate and reduce the number of mass murders. So I want to bring up Zach and all of the organizers of Never Again Fort Bend. Would you please come up here real quick? All of the organizers for the day. All of the organizers. Let's give them a round of applause. I want to thank Erica Barbie and Veronica and Jennifer Cantu from Fort Bend Can for assisting. But this is a student-led movement. You all deserve practically all the credit. And so I had a little certificate, a resolution prepared to present to you all, just as a token of my appreciation from the state of Texas for your leadership. Far too often you hear things in the media about young people only being concerned about themselves, young people only being, on their phones or doing things, tweeting and on social media, but not really engaged in the community. Well, you're proving them wrong. You're engaged in the community, and for that, you're to be commended. So on behalf of the state of Texas, the House of Representatives, the Office of State Representative Ron Reynolds would like to express our most sincere congratulations to Fort Bend ISD students who inspired Never Again Fort Bend. Thank you for your civic engagement and community service on this 22nd day of April 2018. I want to present this to you all just as a token of appreciation, just to say thank you. I want you to continue to speak truth to power. I want you to continue to be engaged. You are inspiring a movement that we haven't seen before. You're a catalyst for change. Change starts with one person. One person can start a movement, and it gets contagious. We wouldn't be where we are in this country if it wasn't for many pioneers like Dr. Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks that inspired the civil rights movement. I think this is the next movement. You've had the Me Too movement that was very pivotal in addressing sexual harassment and sexual assault, which it needs to be. And I think that this is another pivotal moment in our country where the young people, the millennials, are leading the change for gun reform.